Well, really good. We should have Nicki and Sid come on and give a report of
Yes.
the timing.
Right. So I think we were talking about Frozen Gnome.
Yeah, Frozen Gnome. Yeah, so we kind of did a little bit of a recap of
The Jeff's
all
year?
the
Oh, yeah.
the Jeffs.
The year of the
And yeah, I'm
Jeffs.
sure everybody's really glad.
There you go.
All right.
Somebody say Frozen Gnome?
Frozen
Wow.
Gnome.
Everybody's really glad to hear that they had a rough time at Midwest State, so it was a little bit of payback for Frozen Gnome and Soul Crusher.
I would like to ask anyone listening, if you didn't have a rough time at Midwest States, we want to have you on the podcast. I want to hear the story.
Oh, Kyle.
He didn't have
no, I don't think so.
What did he?
He smiled the
matter.
entire time.
But I don't think he'd say he didn't have a rough
I don't
time.
know. He posted that video. He had a great time.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, great doesn't mean it wasn't rough.
After the fact, it's always
Well,
great.
if you're signing up for 100 miles,
You already know.
yeah,
Right.
you're not expecting to see. Well, maybe you are expecting to see unicorns and stuff because
Right.
the really good hallucination.
Yeah. Yeah. Or just random
Who's on my
walls.
shoulder? It's Jeff.
Nikki's got on our new shirt.
It's very
So
cute.
we've got the OMR
It's- I
favorite
really wanna show the
hoodie.
back of it.
New hoodie alert.
Yeah, so we did it all colors. It's a tech material just like our old one. And but they're all a solid color this time. And we got different
It's a little bit of a
designs.
different fit too. It's
Yeah.
it's a little roomier.
Yeah. And it's got still got a pocket and
Few colors. Few
So-
designs, yeah.
Yeah,
Couple
we'll get it
designs.
up on the website. I meant to do that today and maybe tomorrow.
We're trying to build like some, hoopla about it.
Yeah. They're nice. They look good on the
Oh no,
trail.
they're great.
Yeah, we showed them off at the training run on Saturday up at Highway 12.
Oh,
and
good.
A lot of people really liked them. You can't buy them yet. They're here.
Yeah, the training runs, we should do a quick shout out for that. We've got OMR training runs.
Blowing up.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's huge runs. I mean, you guys look like you had like 30 or 40
It
people.
looked like 40 people at Highway 12, and there was a big group out at that Bald.
Yeah, the Bald Hill. so
Yeah.
the Hussing family.
What I liked about the Bald Hill one is they went out to eat afterward.
Oh, okay.
So that made me want to go to that one.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw the course, so I kind of went to Highway 12 instead, but yeah, that sounded like fun.
Yeah.
They were out a long time, a lot of hours. I don't know how many miles they did it, the Bald one, but Highway 12 people were hours and hours. They were running for a long time.
Yeah, Highway 12, I think Matt said they were doing like 15 miles.
Well, Sid did 24.
At
Well,
Highway
that
12.
or
Yeah.
no. Yeah, that was at Bald.
Okay,
The
15 is
one
good.
in-
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
then up at Highway 12. I think that so it sounds like Trish she organizes those and she might start doing them every weekend.
Okay.
She was going to do them at least twice a month. So yeah, join our OMR Run Club on Facebook so you can be invited to all those. So should we go over some Frozen Gnome stuff here?
Times, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you guys were course marshals too. What was the race like for you? I mean, you guys were busy here.
So, leading in, it was like typical busy. It was a little zanier this year because of the like shirts things and stuff.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I said to you as soon as that race was over, wow, that went so smoothly. I can't even believe how just great that race went. And like people saying everyone was smiling on the
Yeah.
course. The runners, I thought that was insane. But I don't know. Personally, for me, Gnome is my easiest race because as soon as we get people started, I get out on the course, and like
Yeah.
Crystal was saying, that's just fun. Like
Yeah.
literally, you're dancing and you're pointing and you're smiling and you're talking people into doing fireball shots, which wasn't very difficult this year. And
Cinnamon water.
cinnamon water. Sorry, cinnamon water because it's cinnamon water on
that you
course.
call Fireball,
Right. It was and it was warm. I mean, for me, Crystal was cold. I was 30 degrees. There were times I was kind of hot.
Yeah.
So it was,
Well, you guys have those cool
I know.
the
Yeah.
buffalo plaid.
Yeah, that was it was a Christmas thing that we did that decided it was like our Christmas pajamas.
Uh-huh.
I got everyone else something else and I got that and I couldn't wear it. I was so hot. So I'm like, oh, I can wear this at Frozen Gnome. And it's perfect for being
Yeah.
outside. And I bought 2 sizes and once it fits him. That
How
worked
about
out
that?
well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a good time.
Right on. Lots of dancing and staying warm.
Yeah. So I mean, it's for me. Once that race starts, it's an easy race.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, we had so many volunteers too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to talk about one volunteer. Well, I mean, we had a lot of great volunteers, and I was there at 5 in the morning for setting up the start finish
Mhm.
with the Royals, and Chris uh, Pugako,
Yeah.
he was there early to help us set up, and he's he makes really good videos for all our races,
Mhm.
most of the races, and he's got a really good one up on YouTube. If you look up Crispy Dumpling on YouTube, you'll find his video. Um, but yeah, he was very helpful. And the volunteers, we had so much help this year. Everything, like you said, went so smooth.
Well, and Chris does all that just for fun. He just does it. So, it's not like we're
Yeah.
paying him to do anything. He's out there
Yeah.
just doing it and puts the race video together and posts it, and it's awesome. And it really helps people see what doing the race is like. I mean, it really shows the course and a lot of what the runners are doing.
Yeah.
So it's a lot, and they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, Chris and Kyle were giving the finisher awards for the
Okay.
because that's a lot. Giving out awards is a lot of work.
Well, and that was the coldest place on course.
It
was the
was.
finish line.
Yeah, the
well, I
wind
mean, I
was-
can't say the coldest because I didn't see all. I mean, I feel like where Crystal was
Yeah.
probably cold, but yeah, there was a wind coming in there. It was chilly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for the volunteers for the aid station, they had a heater in there. Or they actually had 2 heaters, so they were pretty warm in there.
Right.
And we had walls up to keep the wind from getting them. But where we had to put the finisher medal thing, the wind was just shooting right in there. There
Yeah.
was like no
I
way
know.
to. My husband set it up, and he knew that we were going to be cold, but there was just no other way to
He's
set it up.
just so you know, you're gonna freeze.
Yeah,
I'll be inside the tent.
it was. Yeah, I was actually pretty cold. I normally am am fine, but I struggled a little bit with the cold. But I had really good helpers, so I kept going into
Right.
We're getting pretty good at heating the outside.
Yeah. Yeah. That tent inside was super warm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, and then Royal too. Actually, he's not on here, but he was doling out the chili and the chili hot dogs, and people were just in there after they ran, talking, and it was a kind of cool atmosphere inside the tent.
it was.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, we should go over the times that we had, like who our winners were.
Yeah, so for the 50K, there were 89 people that finished the 50K. We had about 100 sign up, I believe.
That's a really good finisher, right?
Yeah, and there were a few people that finished after cutoff.
And a few people actually dropped
so
down
they-
to the 10K pre.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah,
something.
more people actually signed up for the 10K this year than the 10K.
A lot more.
A lot more.
Yeah.
We hit 250. I had ordered 250 finisher medals, and then we had a huge wait list. So then I asked if we could if they could get them 50 more
Mhm.
finisher medals in time, and so they did. And then we took all those spots
Yeah.
up, and I could have really went more, but I only had 300 finisher medals.
Yeah, and then
And
we
parking seemed to be fine. So
had 237 10K finishers. So
wow, that's
So
good.
that's good, yeah.
So we had that was so 237. That means we had a lot of people not show up. So
Right.
So that's right. I was thinking about 60 people didn't show up for the.
Oh, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
Especially
Yeah,
for how
especially with the weather.
gorgeous it was, yeah. They missed out on a really good run that they would have enjoyed. You do.
yeah, well, so just going through the times for the top finishers. First place for the 50K was Todd Gunter, 4 hours 26 minutes and 4 seconds.
And Todd's won a lot of our races
Mhm.
because but he's getting ready to move. But we were getting. He's the one that lost the phone.
Oh right.
So he just
Oh,
won Soul
did he this
Crusher,
year?
yeah.
Oh.
But he's moving because we were thinking he could win all the Ornery Mule races. We'll have to get him back up here.
Well, we
come
just
up
got to
with-
get him for Earth Day.
I think he's going to be here for Earth Day.
Okay.
Yeah, he's very fast.
Just have to fly in for Hennepin and Midwest States, and then he's
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah, then just sweep it.
Right.
And then
What we have plans for him.
If he does that, we'll have to create like some kind of massive buckle.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there should be
Right?
like a special prize if you
Like
win.
if you win
all
off
the-
every one.
Yeah.
6. How many is it? Oh, so we have a glean. There's more. Okay,
Yeah.
that's so. Coming soon.
Good idea. And now Jeff Lennard over here is going, oh, there's
Right?
something.
Yeah. That'll give him a reason to do Hennepin.
Hennepin's on the
Yeah, because we're going to do the sub
20
20 buckle
Yes.
that Lennard wants to get.
Oh. Jeff's laughing.
No pressure.
And then
Hey, we're a sub 24 buckle.
It's flat. It's fine.
first place female for the 50K was Rachel Burke. There was actually a pretty good battle for first place female there. She finished in 5 hours, 16 minutes, and 5 seconds. That was
Yeah.
a great race to watch.
Yeah, and she, let's see, she was really close to her. The fastest she had ever run the race before was 5:19.
Oh.
Or no, wait, it was, no, wait, what year? Oh yeah, so she did PR.
She PR'd it. Yep.
Yeah. So that was really good.
And for first place for the 10K was Josh Swenson, 48 minutes 6 seconds, and then first place
That's
female,
smoking fast.
Kaylin Carlson. And it's also nice to see people winning these races with names you can pronounce for once. But yeah, some pretty fast times.
Hers was 53 minutes, right?
53 minutes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, and it was really cool. We were talking about Rachel because she can be hard. She's such a talented runner, but she can be really hard on herself.
On herself, yeah.
Because she sets very high goals and she works hard and she sometimes gets them. But she was so happy after the race. She was actually one of the last people to leave, and normally she leaves pretty quickly. And she was talking to everybody in the tent, and that was really a very special thing to see.
What about, okay, so like we talked about firsts. What about the last place guy? We don't have him on here, but you should talk about that.
Yeah, so at the Ornery Mill racing events, we have the last ass on the trail. And that was so fun this year. So you have to come in by 4:15 because the park closes at dark. So we use all the daylight that there is for the 50K. So that's why it starts at 7:45, an odd time because it's light enough to get out there. And so all of a sudden there's this guy, and we're looking at the clock, and it's like, 4:13:30, and this guy's like walking out of the woods, and there's like a long circle that you got to do.
Yeah, you come out of the woods, but then I know everyone says they like it. I would hate it.
Yeah.
You see the finish line, but then you get to go kind of all the way around that section of the park and then finish.
And it's not super short.
No, it's not.
Especially when you're tired at the end of the 50K.
And you can see the finish line.
Right.
Yeah,
and everyone can see you
and
too.
you're running through grass.
Yeah.
or like snow.
Or mud.
And so he's like walking out, and we're like, you've only got 1 minute. You got one. And he's like, it takes 1 minute to do the loop.
Yeah.
And they're like, and he's just still like strolling. We're like, no, run.
There was
run,
miscommunication.
run. And then finally he figured out that the clock was running out and he wasn't going to make it. And he had to like start booking, and he finished with, what it was only
seconds,
like
right?
seconds,
Yeah.
like less than 5 seconds. Did you guys know that?
No.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
Everyone was screaming at the finish
It's like
line.
being in Western States.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so what we could probably look
I
up.
think it was
this.
2 or 4 seconds, something like that.
It was really
Yeah.
close, and we were like screaming and like, "You gotta hurry!" It was.
And
so
he was
cool.
like, really? I have to run this now? Come on.
He was so happy he was gonna get to walk, and then all of a sudden he had to run it
I
in.
bet he's happier that he finished under the
Right.
cutoff.
Yeah,
And he got
And
a
he got the
pretty
last
cool
ass
award.
on the
Yeah.
trail.
It's pretty
award.
coveted. People,
Oh
I mean,
my-
Christine did say she was trying for that this year.
oh wow,
She like purposely said that. She didn't get it. Next
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, so we have it at Kettle, we have it at Hennepin. So it's literally and then we did have it at the 50 mile at Hennepin too.
Okay.
But you got to finish under the cutoff.
Right, you have to be within cutoff.
Because we still give everybody their medal if they finish over the cutoff.
Yeah.
And they still get listed in the results, but to get the last S on the trail, you got to be in cutoff.
Yeah. It was exciting. It was like a photo finish.
It was amazing.
It was, yeah.
I'm sure Jenny's got pictures of that too. We'll have to add that into the video. What other good stuff happened?
There was another. You were saying there was another video that actually was
Oh
created.
yeah, Hard Prairie. They
Okay.
do. Asked like the night before if they could come out. They had really good cameras, and they were at the finish line, videoing, and they set up, and they. I think I'm not exactly sure. There's a magazine. What is that? Eat Clean, Run Dirty, or something magazine. Do you guys know what that is? But I think that they work with them. I'm not really sure. I've kind of heard about it. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I know Jenny was going to write for him some, but I think that they work with them. But they're called Hard Prairie, and they did a really great video of the race, and I shared that on my Facebook page, and it's on their Facebook page too. And there was a bunch of runners that did great videos as well.
Yeah.
That had I mean, it's kind of cool. Everybody's got the little cameras
Yeah.
now, and
Well, we noticed a lot of them didn't pull them out till the. Oh gosh. Sorry, I'm very office oriented in my brain. To the last loop. Like we would see a lot of people going by, and then the last they'd all have their GoPros or something that they were doing the entire time.
Yeah, those 360 sticks.
Right.
Yeah, that's cool.
Anything else?
That's everything on the sheet, Michelle.
We got everything.
Lily took second. She got a 20-minute
yeah.
PR. I'm just saying, because
Yeah, we always got to give a shout out to Lily.
and smiled the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Oh, she was pretty wiped out.
She
at the
struggled in
finish
the
line.
last loop a little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Danny almost picked her up and was giving her a piggyback inside because she
no.
was done at
Yeah.
the finish line.
Yeah. Oh, but then she stayed. She stayed and
of
closed
course.
the place out as she does, which is also
More
fun.
cinnamon water
Correct. Yeah.
always helps.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Well, after we fed her, she had some chili or whatever in there, and then
Yeah.
had her energy back.
And
then
the trails actually were in really great shape. Literally the very next day,
Yeah.
the race didn't do very much to the court. I think it got a little bit wet for the slower people the last maybe hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah.
But it wasn't only in the soggier places, and the trails just kind of bump back the next day. So that was
Yeah.
really good because there's been worse years,
Yeah.
much worse years.
Yeah. I mean, there was one year that it was so frozen that when they were marking the course, the cars were sliding into each other in the parking lot.
Oh my gosh.
So we were really lucky to have Frozen Gnome what it is.
Yeah. We did miss the 1 week. I mean, it did snow today, which would have been real pretty.
It was the prettiest snow too. It was
Mhm.
stuck to all the trees.
However, as I was running today, I was thinking if we had a lot of runners out there, it would have gotten real sloppy.
It
Because
was
it was
getting-
warm and it was starting to get gross,
Yeah.
and that was with nobody out there. So I think it was a good day of the year to have it.
Yeah, it was really nice. Yeah, so sign up next year.
Yeah, yeah. Next year, I
But-
feel like we're going to
but
get a foot of snow.
And yeah, if you really liked Frozen Gnome and it was your first race out here, sign up for Earth Day and experience
See it
the
again.
same stuff.
Oh yeah, who is? So I don't know the name of that guy who it was his first race, and he finished and he was crying, and because it was his first ultra,
Yeah.
and he had told us at his last loop, he's like, yeah, this is my first ultra, and I love it, and it's great, and I'm like, you need to come out for Earth Day because it's better weather and it's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like we were telling a lot of people that, but. Yeah, I feel like Frozen Gnome. I mean, Earth Day's just better.
Yeah, the two races
Warmer,
that have
not
the
better,
best-
warmer. It's not as hilly either.
Yeah. It's still pretty hilly, but
It's
the
still pretty
the two best weather races are that we've 100% of the time have had good weather is Earth Day and Soul Crusher.
Yes.
The weather is really good for both
Yes.
of those. And Earth Day's, Soul Crusher is only 2 years.
I feel like you're like,
Earth-
so I've had a lot of people tell me how great Earth Day weather is. I'm a little scared now. It's been said way too often in the last
Knock
week.
on wood.
Last year was cold. It's more,
it might be cold, but
last year with the rain
it's
at
good for
certain
the
races
it's
scared
good for
me.
the runners.
Yeah, yes.
But
I'm okay. Yeah,
volunteering
yeah.
and running the show can be cold. You want to wear a winter jacket actually at Earth Day if you're volunteering
Right.
or working.
Yes, you do. Okay. Coming up
So-
next, Earth Day, right?
Yeah, so Earth Day, Galena Sky is no, Earth Day's first, Galena Sky. Oh, Ornery Mule Mountain Challenge.
Yep.
So yeah,
And then,
sign-
yeah, look
and
for the
all
Run Club on Facebook because we're doing lots of things this year.
Yeah, it sounds like over there in the Dixon area, they're gonna plan some sort of camping run.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
see that.
And
Okay.
then they're gonna do it like a Ragnar.
Oh,
And
nice.
so they're gonna like
Teams are going to sign up?
well no,
Oh.
they're camping and then they're
You have
gonna
to do
take
specific
turns.
loops?
Yeah,
Loops.
yeah.
Oh, so it's teams.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, so they're like teaming up with
see,
people.
okay, I'm in.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to we'll do that.
Look that up. And then we've got our invasion races that we probably should put online at some point.
Yeah, we definitely
We're
need
gonna
to get
do
the
that.
website. Yeah, we keep saying we're gonna do that. So
Yeah.
now that we've said it on like 3 or 4 podcasts, we probably should do it this time.
We've got like 4 weeks that we don't have a lot going on. So we will definitely get that on.
Yeah,
there.
we are very, very busy with all fun, super stuff. Yeah. So yeah, this week we're getting our tickets for Western States 100. Then we're to fly out there, and then we are going to Crown King Scramble. We have quite a few people going out there. I think like at least 12 are signed up going out there. Javelina, we have a huge
Yeah,
amount of
it's
people
gonna be
going
bigger
to
and bigger.
I think we're going to have to bring 2 tents.
It's
to
making me feel
Javelina.
worse and worse.
You guys need to come to Javelina.
When is it?
It's
The last
October.
weekend in
It's around
October.
the,
It is.
and yeah, we're driving out. Like we have so many people, we're gonna have to bring 2 tents. And yeah, Jim that just crushed. Crushed Hennepin. He signed up. He's hanging out at our tent. And I forgot. I can't even remember.
Yeah, there's quite a
everybody.
few.
Caleb's
It's-
going to be there, right?
Yeah, Caleb. He's very
And
talented.
Camille always hangs out at our tent.
Yeah, and because we have the best cinnamon water.
We didn't actually talk about Caleb but he
Oh yeah.
yeah, he was everywhere on the course taking videos and doing interviews with
He's
everybody.
our Instagram,
He's the
our social media
social
manager.
media guy. So, and he's a coach.
Yeah. a
So,
coach at
and
Ornery
he's
Mill.
just, I mean, he's super fun and like check out. I mean, we're built that Ornery Mule Instagram and the reels and stuff. It's exciting to see what he's doing.
He's so good,
Yeah.
and I think of him. He's young, which is really cool to see young people coming into the sport.
Mhm.
But I think of him as like an old soul because he's so. I don't know. When you talk to him, I don't know. He's really polite and nice. Not that young people aren't, but
Mm.
but
He's like
just
he's
so
like laid back
nice.
and chill
Yeah.
and just doing his own thing, and it's like he's doing his work but having a good time at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just really great because, I don't know, the ultra world kind of tends to get a reputation of being like 40 and older a little bit. Maybe 30s even was considered young, but, to have people in their 20s now is
Yeah.
pretty. And we have quite a few, like Reese too.
Yeah, I
And,
know. Yeah, he's
yes.
he's pre-30.
Yeah. So we got some really good. Yeah. So if you're looking, Caleb's a great coach, and he's new with Ornery Mule Racing and coaching. So if you're looking for a coach, get to know him. I definitely, all of our coaches are great,
Mhm.
but check him out because he's new.
Okay.
Is that it?
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks everybody for coming
Thanks,
out.
Jeffs.
Thanks, Jeffs.
Yeah. So bye everyone. See you on the trails.